large school, 11 to 16, over 1,700 students. The school's made an awful lot of progress in the last 10 years, but we got to a point where we need to make more progress more rapidly. In January last year, I was at the Bet Show and I saw the netbooks for the first time, and it was then that I realised that there was a huge potential here for us to make a very big increase, a very big improvement in the standard of pupils' work, and also to raise achievement significantly. We made the decision to choose the Meru system in May. We presented it to the Board of Governors, who approved the funding for this.
We got introduced to Brune Park and had a meeting with Leon Stapleton, the Vice Principal, and it became very clear that they needed a technology that was going to support their new Year 10 and Year 11 netbook rollout. They have somewhere in the order of 700 users, and they needed a technology that was going to support that large number. Consequently, Meru was really the only solution that we could see that was going to cope with that, and we got involved with talking to them about deploying that across the school.
We tried other systems and none of them had the capability to be able to move from one area to another without losing signal. They were really high maintenance with lots of problems. Teachers didn't trust it, basically. When Meru came along, we looked at it and it was the sort of plug and play solution that is ideal for a secondary school.
Meru, with its virtual cell and single channel technology, and also the air traffic control intelligence at the very edge in the access points, does away with the issues of channel interference, roaming, etc. The key point in a school environment where they're trying to roll out high density usage of laptops or Wi-Fi devices, Meru can handle very high users of devices in a single space, such that log-on times are far greater reduced using Meru than with competing technologies.
More and more schools and colleges are looking to deploy netbooks, laptops and handheld devices to really embrace modern teaching and learning techniques. This is a great idea, but of course it falls over very, very quickly if you haven't got a very robust and scalable wireless network. It's no good plugging these devices into the Ethernet network anymore. Many of these devices don't have Ethernet interfaces. So a very strong, scalable, pervasive wireless network is absolutely fundamental and essential for deploying that kind of regime. But that's where Meru fits in. Meru is the only technology that provides that level of scalability and performance and return on investment that basically all of these institutions are looking for today.
When I use the netbook, it's really reliable because getting onto any website is really quick and the connection's quite quick, and even just logging on.
Before we had the netbooks, we did have access to the ICT suite, and we did have a small amount of laptops available to the department, but they were on a booking system and it was very hard to get them. They've got much more of an access to thousands and thousands of resources that we wouldn't have before and would have been limited to small slots throughout the year. So it's more about the old cliche of doing is understanding. Because they've got a resource that they can now practice and manipulate, it then helps them understand it and recall it better further down the line.
Once I've done my work, I can send it to my teacher, like through email and electronically. And then instead of me handing it to her in lesson, I can just do it over the internet, and then she can send it to me once they've marked it, so it's much more quick and I know what level I'm working at.
Reliability and robustness was a core concern for the client. From this point of view, we've been delighted with the response, obviously, with regard to Meru. Literally, we haven't had a single telephone call from them since the day we put it in. And I know that that's obviously a solution that they're very, very happy with. Literally, the kids go into the classrooms, they open their netbooks, they log on, it works. It's a fire and forget type technology in that respect.
One of the great things about the Meru Wi-Fi system is that it is not only flexible, but we can expand. We can expand an awful lot. We now have the capacity, if we were going to go down the netbooks route for every student, to have over 1,700 students with netbooks. The fact that it can be separated into different parts of the school means that a student coming out of science, they will suddenly find their Brune Park website page will change from the science department, go into the next room in the English department, and it suddenly changes to the English department. Now that's powerful. That could be really transformational. So students have access to the parts of the network and to bits and pieces as and where they are. So it's a location-based system.
From start to finish, from when we had our first consultation, the solution was put in place within weeks. The longest part of the project was actually putting the Meru wireless APs up on the wall. When the controller went in, it instantly picked everything up and we were up and away and live. So it literally is a plug and play out of the box on the wall and you're away.
We're delighted with Meru. It's absolutely superb. It's fast, it's reliable, it's robust. We're really pleased with the entire installation.